Hello and welcome to a tutorial on configuring context-aware cross-launch URLs. This video will answer some common questions about what cross-launch URLs are and how they can be useful. I'll also walk you through the process involved in creating a cross-launch URL. Let's begin. When a problem occurs or when a service is disrupted, it is essential to restore the service to normal operation as quickly as possible. Typically, when a problem occurs, an event is created and assigned to an IT operator who is responsible for making sure that the problem is fixed and the event is closed as quickly as possible. To make sure that the problem is fixed, an IT operator requires several key pieces of information. To find this information, he or she might need to access other tools or applications. However, obtaining information from external applications can be complex and time-consuming, starting from obtaining the correct URL for the external application, determining the information that needs to be passed to the application, locating the required information in the event, launching the external application, and then finally copying the required information from the event to the external application. Instead of this time-consuming and error-prone process, administrators can now create cross-launch URLs. These URLs can enable IT operators directly access other BMC or third-party applications from an event and quickly find the information that they want. Let's see how you can create a cross-launch URL. Log on to the TrueSight console. Then go to Administration, Cross-Launch URLs and click Create Cross-Launch URL. Now fill in the required details. Provide a name for the URL that will be displayed in the operator's menu. As you can see, the Enable Cross-Launch URL setting is turned on by default. You can also turn off this setting manually. For example, if you do not want IT operators to access this URL during a maintenance window, or if you want to capture URL details of various applications in advance so that IT operators can be provided access to them sometime later, you can turn off this setting. In our case, we will leave it turned on. Select the tenants that must have permissions to view and access this URL. If you want to create a cross-launch URL to one of the registered components, you can select that component on the URL prefix by component list. When you select a component, the URL field is automatically populated with the path to the component server. This input is optional, so we will leave it blank. Now let's add the URL. I am creating a URL to access an incident ticket in BMC Remedy with Smart ID. First, I'm going to copy the URL from the Remedy application. And now we will edit the URL to replace the incident ID with a slot name. Slot names are specified in square brackets. When the URL is accessed, the slot names are replaced with the slot values present in the event. Now let's select the method type which will be used for accessing the cross-launch URL via the HTTP or HTTPS protocol. Note that only the HTTP and HTTPS protocols are supported. Finally, you can provide conditions that control the accessibility of the URL. These conditions can also help you make the URL more relevant to the event from where it is likely to be accessed. In our case, we will select at least one slot value is present, and now we can save the configuration. You can see that the URL is created. Suppose an IT operator John receives an event that automatically opens an incident ticket in Remedy with Smart ID. The incident ID for the ticket is automatically added to the event. Now if John wants to see details of the incident ticket to assist with troubleshooting a problem, all he needs to do is access the cross-launch URL that we just configured. Let's see how that works. Navigate to Monitoring, Events, From the Event Action menu, select Cross-Launch URLs and click on the cross-launch URL name, and then click Launch, and the operator is launched directly to the incident in Remedy with Smart IT, where all the details of the incident are displayed. So instead of trying to figure out the proper URL and the required data to pass, John can simply launch to the right place in a matter of seconds. For more information about configuring cross-launch URLs, see the online documentation portal at docs.bmc.com. Thanks for watching.